So let me ask you a simple question. Who are you? No, not your name. Who are you? Not your occupation either. Who are you? That's what I want to know. Who are you? It's not your name. It's not what you do. It's not what you like. It's not what you love. It's not where you are. It's not any of this. Who are you? Underneath all of this, underneath what you do, what you like, where you've been, who you love, who are you? Who are you really? When you can answer that, truly answer that, you will find a whole new state of being, a whole new state of living according to who you are, truly. In order to answer that question, you have to do some work. It doesn't just come easily. And if you can answer that question within the time I've been speaking, chances are you don't know who you are. Because that answer is probably not as deep as you can go. The answer itself is very simple, actually. But it takes a ton of work to get to where you can answer that question. And you may never actually be able to fully answer that question. In fact, you shouldn't be able to. Okay, because there's always going to be another level that you can go down in finding who you are. So, how do you find out how to answer that question? There's a process that you have to go through. And it involves stripping away all of the shit that has accumulated over decades, all of the negative mess that shows up just from general life. That's how you find it out. So, let's do it like this. Let's use an analogy. Imagine you have a solar system. Okay? You've got a star in the middle, planets revolving around it. That star is you. The whole thing is you, really, but that star is your core. That is the center of your solar system. All your planets, those are what you do, what you like, who you love. Okay, those are the things that your gravity is influencing. But the center is still you. Okay? Now, here's the thing. In order for you to see that star, you have to move and clear away a whole bunch of clouds because you can't see it. You can't see that star typically in the average adult. Why? Because it's obscured by decades of negativity and trauma and crushed dreams and other people's influence. Okay, all of that obscures that star. I'll tell you who you can see it in, though. Children. You know, that light that just shines through their eyes, that wonder at the world. That's it. That's that star. That's that star at the center of the solar system. Okay? That innocence, that love for everything and everyone. As I said, that wonder at the world, how the world is just so cool. You picked up a rock and gave it to someone simply because it was cool. Okay? Here, take it. Just because it's cool. That's the shine. That's the star. That's that wonder at the world. We have it as children. We know who we are. We know what we are. We know our purpose in life. But over the decades, it gets obscured by society, by societal pressure. It clouds up. And by the time we're out of, say, high school and entering the work world, it's starting to fade. It's starting to become obscure. And by the time we're 30 or 40, it's completely dark in a lot of people. It just goes away. You can't even see it. Okay, this is why the 30s are so hard, because we completely lose our touch with that inner star. So how do you clear those clouds away? Well, I'll tell you how. You got to go in deep within yourself and look at it. Observe it. Pull it up. Feel it. Allow yourself to sit with it. And once you've allowed yourself to sit with it and feel it and say, okay, that situation happened and it's made me feel like this for my entire life. And then, and only then, can you let it go. And once you let it go, that cloud is no longer there. A little bit of that obscuration is gone. And then you keep doing that. You keep bringing up all of the shadows of your past. And you sit with them. You observe them. Turn it over. Feel it. And then let it go. And it's not easy. It's the hardest thing one can do. It's so hard. It's so hard. And there's still things that I'm holding on to and feeling. I still have mine. Okay, we all do. And that's a never-ending process. But the more you can let go, the brighter that star can shine. And the brighter that star shines, the more it radiates out of you. And as it radiates out, people notice it. People notice it. There's something in the eyes that people notice. And it's beautiful. You start being able to be 100% authentic to yourself, because you're shedding away all of this societal pressure to be like everyone else. Fuck them. You be you. You don't need to be that guy down the street. You don't need to be that girl next door. You be you. Because that's the only person you can be. That's it. That's how you find that star. And once you find that star and let it radiate out, you start to discover yourself and who you are. And then, and only then, does the answer to the question, who are you, start to come forward. Most people don't know who they are. For a long time, I had no idea who I was. But now I'm starting to understand who I am and what my purpose here is, what I love to do more than anything else. What is the star at the center of my solar system? I have 3, actually. I have 3. I have one intensely bright one that 2 others orbit around. Because not everybody has only one purpose. Some people have multiple purposes in life. And that's okay. But you find the biggest star. Because there's always going to be one that the rest orbit around. Technically, they orbit around each other, but you get my drift. Okay? There's always going to be that big one that everything else comes around. Lost my train of thought there for a second. I think I'm done.